It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys the weekly interviews from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. And for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here. And actually, this is one of those moments, but that doesn't make it any less exciting because today is the day that we're going to recap the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 10, Episode 11, Kiss and Tell. But before we jump right into what's going on with the ladies of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you guys know how this works. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and wherever this button is below, make sure you click on it. That way you can subscribe to my channel for weekly content, interviews, and anything pop culture. Oh yeah, and if you guys made it to my Super Bravo Tuesday this past Tuesday, thank you guys so much for joining us live. We had over 150 people in the room. We had Elise Lane pop in from Real Housewives of New York and Bali from Bravo's hit series Family Karma. So if you guys missed it, make sure that you catch us next Tuesday for my Super Bravo Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of us in the room. Make sure you call in, bring your champagne. We'll have so much fun, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But enough about that, guys. Let's jump right into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, Season 10, Episode 11, Kiss and Tell. So, guys, obviously we read the synopsis, and we know that this is the episode we're going to find out about, one, what's going on with Brandi, Denise, and that whole Aaron drama situation, and two, we get to find out about the cast trip. Of course, we know as Housewife fans that there's always a trip that the ladies go on, and it always delivers the most drama. So it's kind of interesting as you watch the franchises, you might see different trips per different one. Like Beverly Hills is going to Rome. And I feel like sometimes you might see like some of the other ones go on lesser trips. I don't know. I always wonder if it's based off the franchise. But anyways, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are going to Rome. But before they do, let's kind of back it up a little bit and go back to Kyle's party. We're moving past the Camille drama, which finally, let's get past this. Let's get over with it. Camille apologizes for her bad behavior, and thank God, because we don't want to see any more Twitter Camille, and it looks like Camille's trying to make a comeback, but I don't know if we're going to see that happen. She apologizes to Denise and Teddy for her bad behavior, and Denise is open to it. She's like, okay, that's cool. We can move forward, whatever. She's not really taking it nor leaving it. It just is what it is with her. And Teddy's not really too excited about moving on. But as we move around the party, we get to see a couple different scenarios happening. We get to see Garcelle. She kind of is navigating the room with her date, Mike. Garcelle and Mike walk over to Denise and Aaron and try to make friends. I think it's cool that she's trying to mingle. And as we know, Garcelle and Denise have been friends for a long time. So this is a good time. This is a good point of the party, right before things get a little bit sour. We see Brandi, and Brandi seems like she's a little bit concerned to be there. She says that she feels a little bit weird. And we get to see in this episode an ominous moment from Brandi where she lets the women know, listen, ladies, beware, because Denise Richards is not exactly who she pretends to be. And the women, of course, look around like, what does that mean? You know, so Brandi kind of leaves it at that. But then as the party goes on and on, we get to see a little bit more of her drunk side come out. And of course, everybody makes their way to the back of the party where the real party is happening, like the VIP of the VIP section. This is where everyone's dancing. They're having a good time. The drinks are flowing, just whatever. This is the section you want to be at. And we see Brandi there, and we see Aaron, Denise, everyone. And this is where Brandi looks at Aaron and Denise and says, I want to be a throuple with you guys. Aaron does not look happy. You can see in his face that he is like over it. He's looking at her like, I need this drunk woman to stop talking to me. And Brandi's like, just excited to be there. So it looks like she's not so nervous to be there anymore because she's just running around the dance floor. She's so excited to dance, get it out there, be a part of the Housewives of Beverly Hills. She wants her diamond back, and it shows so much in this episode. So kiss and tell, that's exactly what she did, and go get your diamond, Brandi. But also, let me give her some credit because she did apologize to Adrienne Maloof. And that was a good kind of moving forward moment because many seasons ago in prehistoric Real Housewives of Beverly Hills time, Brandi attacked Adrienne on this whole rumor that had to do with her kids and who their actual, it was very messy. The whole point was that it was messy. So we're glad that Brandi apologized for it. But I guess it's never too late for an apology. I don't know, but it felt like that was 10 years ago. But thank you, Brandi, for apologizing for Adrienne, and thank you, Adrienne, for receiving Brandi's apology. And woo, there she goes again. Brandi is running off, having her Sonia Morgan moment, and the women are trying to get her coffee just to settle her down a little bit. We gotta bring Brandi back down just a little bit. Again, like I said, she was very excited to be there in the room. She was excited to be filming again. So, of course, we're gonna see the iconic Sonia Morgan version of Brandi. What did you think about that, Jolene? No, really, what did you think? Because you know that we want to hear from you. Just kidding. No, we don't. Let's keep it moving. And if you're watching this, bye, Jolene. Back to the recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's keep it moving to Erika's shoe event. So I don't know what was actually more obnoxious about this event. And when I say obnoxious, I mean in the classic, eccentric Real Housewives of Beverly Hills obnoxious manner, like just glamorous, over the top, exciting. I don't know if it was Lisa Rinna's alter ego with the long wig. I don't know if the extensions or whatever that was, if that was more exciting, or the fact that Erika has a cake shaped like a heel being wheeled in. I don't know which one is crazier, but this is a good kind of crazy that we love, and this is why we love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because they never disappoint with their stuff, especially not, do you remember Denise's ice sculpture? I mean, every single thing they do. Do you remember when Adrienne Maloof sent the olive branch? It was literally a tree. It was an olive tree. Again, guys, at this event, this is, of course, where we find out that we're going to Rome. This is where Lisa Rinna invites the women on a roaming getaway. So it's not just Erika's event now, it's Lisa Rinna's too. So again, I love a good iconic field trip, and that's what we're about to get with the ladies. And I think this is going to be explosive. But before we go, we have to kind of mend broken friendships. So let's kind of scan back over to Erika's shoe event at Denise and Erika. Denise just looks at Erika and says, listen, I want to have a fun trip with you. I want to be comfortable, and I want to put all of this behind us. So I really have a lot of fun with you, and let's move forward. Erika agrees, yes, but she doesn't look like she's too excited about accepting Denise's offer. So again, this is why I'm excited to find out what's actually going to go down on this trip. I also love the fact that they're trying to organize a trip to Rome before Erika heads off to Chicago. And no, not the city of Chicago, but as we all know, Erika's headed to Broadway. So she's going to be on Chicago, starring on Chicago for 4 months. So actually, kudos to you, Rinna, for organizing a roaming getaway. So let's move back over to our newbies, Garcelle and Sutton. So Garcelle and Sutton end up going out for dinner and drinks, and the conversation gets a little bit uncomfortable or awkward or shocking, whatever you want to call it. At first, we start off with just the friendly conversation of Garcelle saying, you know, this is my busy workload and whatever. It's really fun to catch up with you. I'm so busy. You're so busy. Oh, crazy. Get to know each other, whatever. And then finally, Garcelle just drops the bomb. She's like, Sutton, where did you get most of your money? And Sutton looks shooketh, like shook. She was not expecting that, and she just answered back simply, listen, my ex-husband did well. Let's also not knock the fact, though, that Sutton has her own store, and she's a powerhouse herself. So we see you, Sutton, and if you guys haven't seen her, make sure you check out my interview with Sutton on my channel right here after this recap. Let's go back over to Lisa's daughter, Amelia. So Lisa Rinna's daughter, Amelia, is about to move into her new apartment, and Kyle Richards' daughter is going to help her. But guys, if you watch this episode, this was insane. So obviously, I know we come from different upbringings and whatever the case is, but Amelia's laundry list of things that she needed, necessities in her apartment, was insane. Even Kyle's daughter, who grew up pretty similar. I mean, she grew up in Bel Air. She grew up with this very lavish upbringing. You know, she was even kind of like, oh, wow, you have a lot of things that you want on your list. And Lisa Rinna just kind of laughed it off and was like, look what I raised. Own it. You're about to own it, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that it's insane, the list that Amelia has for her must-haves in her apartment? Or do you think, hey, you know, like if you can afford it, then whatever, don't knock it. I'm curious because I have my own thoughts on this, but I want to hear yours. So make sure you comment below, whatever. Make sure you like this, comment, share. You know how it works, but comment below on this specific matter. Do you think that it's crazy, or do you think it's normal, Amelia's list of necessities that she needs inside of her apartment? Oh, now I can breathe. Let's keep it moving because the ladies are getting ready to go to Rome. And so, of course, we see all the B-roll going where everybody's getting ready. Teddy can barely close her suitcase. Erika's playing with the dog, blah, 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 whatever the case is. But then we make it to back to Kyle's house where Kim shows up with Brandi. Brandi stays in the car and Teddy's over there dropping off something. I don't really know what's going on with them, but the point is that they're there. Brandi's in the car. Kyle says invite Brandi in, and coincidentally, they start talking about the whole Denise drama, and this is when it happens. And Brandi just drops the ball and says, I have something on Denise, guys. And bam, just like that, the thing that we've been waiting for this whole time, months and months and months, it's here. We're finally getting the drama we've been waiting for with Brandi Glanville and Denise Richards. This is where Brandi actually says that Denise is not who she says that she is, and that she's kind of upset because Brandi herself was cheated on by her ex-husband, and that Denise actually hooked up with Brandi. Yep, they hooked up, and Denise begged Brandi not to tell her husband. And I don't know why Brandi felt the need to bring this to these women, but she looks at them and she tells them the whole story, and she's like, she's not who she pretends to be. Like, this happened to me, and I can't even imagine. Like, I feel so bad for Aaron, right? But then Kim has a point. Kim Richards speaks up and says, how could you knowingly hook up with somebody who is married in a relationship when this very same thing happened to you? Good point, Kim. Good point. Kyle and Teddy just look like, I don't even know what the heck is happening. And Brandi's like, poof, bomb dropped. And then, guys, of course, before the episode ends, we see them all getting in the car. And when I say we see them all getting in the car, we see Kyle and Teddy getting in the car with Lisa Rinna to head off to the airport to go to Rome. And this is where they drop the Brandi Denise drama on Lisa Rinna, and they let Lisa know exactly what Brandi told them. So Lisa looks like, oh crap, what's going to go down in Rome? And this is crazy. I cannot wait for next week. But of course, this is how they left us to end. So that's all I have for you guys. But again, guys, that was such a great episode. Next week's going to be even better. But make sure you guys catch me tomorrow on Sherelle's World, where we're going to recap it live at 11 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. We're going to recap Season 10, Episode 11, Kiss and Tell of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe wherever that button is below. That way you don't miss future interviews or pop culture content. And lastly, bye, Jolene, if you didn't already leave the room earlier when I said bye. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.